Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I got a fun one for you guys for the next couple of days. So, hint, I am starting a new series today, culminating in a live stream on Saturday. You guys know I love doing live streams Saturday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So, I'm going to get into a lot of fun stuff for my next Power Rankings live stream, which is going to focus on the offensive lines. But first, before I get into any more, if you have been here before, welcome back. You know I always love having you guys in the Jets Ward. This is a great place and a safe place for you, and I love having you guys here. If you are new here, welcome. No matter if you're a Jets fan or a fan of another team or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here. I love having you guys and hope that you come back because this is a fun channel to be on. I love the community here. We're all a bunch of just chill and relaxed individuals, and I love having you guys here. Make sure when you come in as well, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It really helps my channel out. It gets my videos past the algorithm for the YouTube algorithm, and it really helps me out a lot to get more people to see this channel. So, getting into it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to start a new series starting today, and this is starting Tuesday, today. So what this is going to be about is power rankings of O-linemen from each division. And I'm going to start out with the AFC West in today's video, and I'm going to be posting 2 videos a day. Today, on Tuesday, is going to be focused on the AFC East or AFC West and the NFC West, going from AFC and NFC for both teams on the same day. I'm going to be posting 2 videos. So there's going to be a lot thrown at you. Culminating in Saturday night at 12 or Saturday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time, PM, I'm going to be doing a live stream, doing a power ranking of every single NFL team's offensive lines. Who has the best one? Who has the weakest one, in my opinion? And these are all based off of what I've seen last year, the players, different changes, moves. Did the team improve at all on the offensive line? Did they get better? Did they get worse? And just going off of the PFF ratings as well, overall PFF ratings, and who I think is going to end up being the starters on those offensive lines too. Because training camp's coming up, and things are going to get intense in these training camps, and you'll find out who your starters are and who is not a starter. But getting into it, in this first episode, I am going to be talking to you guys about the AFC West. And the team that I think is going to have the weakest offensive line in this division is the Chiefs. And I think that's normal for them at this point because they just have not figured out the offensive line. At left tackle, I believe they're going to start Josh Simmons. I really liked Josh Simmons coming out of this draft from Ohio State. He dealt with an injury last year. Apparently, the Chiefs are worried about some maturity issues coming out and off the field behavior issues. So there's rumors about that going on. But overall, when healthy, I think he's a solid left tackle, and I think could be the best one in this draft. His PFF at Ohio State in the last season that he played was a 68.5, but he only played in a handful of games. So all of these PFF ratings are really, give or take, what you think about them, because it's not based on how many games they played, or it's based on how many games they played. Some might have played 2 games, so their PFF rating might have been higher because they did really well in those games. PFF ratings for some players might be very low because they played in every single one and might have had bad weeks. Josh Simmons only played in a handful of games, and I think that PFF grade for overall could have been better. The left guard, I think they're going to be starting Kingsley Suamataia. He's young. He's 22 years old. I think the Chiefs are going to have a young offensive line. I think Suamataia is going to end up starting. He had a 39.4 PFF grade, and the other guard that they have is not much better, backing him up. So they traded Joe Tooney to the Bears, leaving them a void at left guard. So I think Suamataia is going to have a rough time. He's still young, so there's a lot of chance for him to get better and better, but we will see this year. At center, You got Creed Humphrey, one of the best centers in the league, in my opinion, if not the best center in the league. He is holding down that offensive line and somebody who just keeps getting better and better every season. At right guard, same thing. You got Trey Smith, 26 years old, just like Creed Humphrey, one of the best right guards in football as well, one of the smartest players, and doesn't have tons of penalties on him as well. PFF grade of a 78.8 overall, was great in run blocking, better in pass blocking. Overall, just a great player as well. And at right tackle, you got Jawan Taylor, somebody who, he's having a rough time there. Constant penalties, offsides. He has a weird stance as well, just to make sure that he gets off the ball properly. A lot of holding penalties. Not the best right tackle. He had a 59.9 PFF grade last year. I don't think the Chiefs really improved their offensive line, to be honest. I love the Josh Simmons signing, but it's kind of scary if he's having off-field issues and behavioral issues, maturity issues. That's kind of scary. So Matea, am not confident in. Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith are the only ones I'm confident in this line. They will hold it down, their positions. But the other three, I think, are very, very weak. So that's why I have the Chiefs at the bottom in the AFC West. The next team that I have in third place, third place technically, is the Raiders. I honestly think the Raiders' offensive line is okay. It's not great. They have Colton Miller at left tackle, who's overall a solid player, solid left tackle, but there were talks about him getting traded. There were issues going on. I think they're in better relations now. He had a PFF grade of an 80.6 last year. He's 29 years old, which isn't bad for a left tackle. Solid player. I think he's really, really good. Then you get left guard Dylan Parham, 25 years old, PFF grade of 74.3. The left side is really, really good for the Raiders, in my opinion. Not bad players. Still young on the left side as well. Then you get to center Jackson Powers-Johnson. He's 22 years old, had a PFF grade of 63.9. Overall, I think he's going to get better and better. He's still a young player, so there's room to improve and get stronger and better. But a little bit rough for him. Right guard Alex Kappa really fell off a cliff. He used to be one of the top right guards in football, and now he's just struggling mightily. And they got him from the Bengals, which has been one of the worst offensive lines in recent history in football. He had a PFF grade of a 50.5 last year. And in the 50s is average, below average, backup. You want to have a higher PFF grade. He's somewhere as like a low-tier starter, below average starter. Should be more of a backup. And then you got DJ Glaze, who's 22 years old, PFF grade of a 66.1. Very young, could have an upgrade, could play better this year coming up. But overall, I'm just nervous about the right side of the Raiders line. I think it's going to be a struggle for them. I don't think they really improved it. But honestly, you never know. Pete Carroll is really good when it comes to the run game and getting his linemen ready. So you never know. But I really think the Raiders' offensive line is going to struggle. I like the left side. Do not like the right side of the line. Continuing on, getting into the second place, I have the Broncos. The Broncos line is really, really good, and I like the stability that they have there. Garrett Bowles, 33 years old, which isn't bad for an offensive lineman. PFF grade of a 78.8. Has been a stalwart at the left side for them for many, many years. He's a great player and a leader on that offensive line. Then you got left guard Ben Powers, who's 28 years old, PFF grade of a 63.9. Suitable left guard, very strong one in the run game, very powerful guy, solid player. Then you get center Luke Wattenberg, who's 27 years old, 63.3 PFF grade. Not bad, not the best, but suitable, good starter. Right guard Quinn Mainers, 88.2 PFF grade and 26 years old, really underrated right guard. And then you have Mike McGlinchey at right tackle, who has a PFF grade of a 74. Overall, I just like the consistency that they have on this offensive line. Players have been playing with each other for a couple of years now. I like the consistency, and I really think the Broncos have something here, and I like their offensive line. Could they make some more adjustments to it? Yeah. As for backup players, I don't know. I don't really like their depth, but as starters, I think they're a very solid offensive line, and I really like what the Broncos got here. And lastly, that leaves the best one in the division. I think the Chargers definitely have the best offensive line in the AFC West. They got Rashawn Slater at left tackle, who's still a very young player, 26 years old, had a PFF grade of 91.1, missed some games last year, but he's one of the better left tackles in the league and somebody who I don't think is very talked about enough, somebody who I really, really like. So then you move to left guard, Bradley Bozeman, who's probably looked at as one of the older guys on the line, but struggled last year. He had a 61.2, but he's normally a very good player and can play center if needed. But at left guard, I think he's better suited for. I think he's going to be very, very good. Then you got center Zion Johnson, 25 years old, PFF grade of 65.7. Average. I think he's going to be better and better. Have another year in the system. I like him a lot. Then you got a guy who really turned his career around, saying that he was a left tackle, being a right tackle. Went to the Eagles, became a Super Bowl champion, and one of the better right guards in football. That is Mekhi Becton, still only 26 years old, signed a new deal with the Chargers this offseason, or signed a deal with the Chargers this offseason as a free agent. PFF grade of a 75.3. I really like the physicality from Mekhi Becton. It sucks that he couldn't work out with the Jets, but as a guard, he is one of the better ones in this league. He's a physical monster, getting better in the pass blocking, but just a monster when it comes to run blocking. I really, really like Mekhi Becton and think he fits this run style offense that the Chargers are going to have. And then at right tackle, another young guy, 22 years old, you got Joe Alt, PFF grade of a 77.6. Overall, this unit is young and just physical. They're going to run you over. And I think that with O'Myron Hampton being the new running back in town, he's going to love playing behind these guys. Don't be shocked. The Chargers, I think, have one of the better offensive lines in the entire league. But definitely when it comes to the AFC West, the Chargers definitely lead the pack when it comes to the offensive line. I love their offensive line. And if Bradley Bozeman is your one that struggles the most, he's a good veteran offensive lineman. I really like him a lot. And that just shows how good they are and how well prepared they're going to be this year. I love what Harbaugh has done with this offensive line. Got two stalwart tackles, brought in Mekhi Becton, who was great last year. Bradley Bozeman, I think, could be a solid left guard. And Zion Johnson, I really like him at center. Very powerful and strong group of offensive linemen there, starting offensive linemen. But guys, that is the first episode of this new series, Power Rankings of Offensive Linemen in their divisions. We start out with the AFC West. The next one is going to be the NFC West, so be ready for that one. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think that I got it right? Do you think that I hit on every one of these offensive linemen, that I ranked them where they should have been, where these teams should have been ranked? Do you think there are going to be different starters for these teams, especially when it comes to the Chiefs? There could be different names that you could put in there as the starters, especially at left tackle and left guard. Let me know what you guys think, and comment down below. Are you excited about this new series? I really am. I'm really excited about it. I love doing these power rankings, and it just gets me so excited every Saturday night to talk with you guys on my ideas and everything, and just to hear the back and forth going around. Let me know what you guys think. And again, guys, thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.